Hello, my name is Joshelle Anderson, and I am the owner of Just a Little Business, LLC, where we offer business and leadership coaching, single-member LLC setup, business plan creation, and professional resume writing. But most importantly, we offer small business membership plans that help startups and home businesses go from uncertainty and feeling overwhelmed to clarity and organization. If you require any of these services, please give us a call at 469-340-3208. We can't wait to take your business to the next level. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. Today, my special guest is Sera Jones, owner of SerJays Salon. She is a lash tech and a certified Yoni, but an amazing beautician. I've been looking at some of her posts on Facebook and they look absolutely wonderful. Welcome, Sera. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you? Thank you.
I'm doing very well. Tell us a little bit about your business.
So I am originally from Louisiana, and I opened a salon there when I was living there. And I named the salon SerJays Salon. It's named after my two older children, Sera and Jaria. So I just combined the names together. And I just recently opened my salon back up in Texas in February. So that's where the name came from, my two older children.
So why did you transition from Louisiana to Texas? What was the cause of the move?
I transitioned in 2005. But since I've been here, I have been doing other things. I've been in the salon also, but I just got back in the salon.
Okay. So your salon has three components. You're a stylist, you're a lash tech, and you're a Yoni. So let's start with the stylist part first. How long have you been in business?
I have been in the hair industry for over 24 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
It is.
So when I was looking at your Facebook, I love your motto. Your motto says, changing the concept of beauty one client at a time. Allow me to be your attitude adjuster. Hair is definitely an attitude. When you wear it, you got to wear it with confidence, whatever it is. And I like that. How did you come up with that?
When I was back home, one of my friends' mom helped me with the motto for my salon back then. So since I added the lash extensions, I kind of flipped the motto. It was changing the concept of beauty, one client at a time.
Okay. So what type of services, and we'll show a video of some of your styles, what type of services as far as the styling part do you specialize in?
I like to cut. I like short hair.
You like short hair?
I love short hair.
So I have a quick question. One of my guests that I've had on before, and women that I know, myself included, that's why I went short. I noticed that particularly women suffer with alopecia as well as men, but for women, it's more of a personal thing. Do you treat alopecia, or do you have special things that you use for women who suffer with that?
No, ma'am, I do not treat alopecia, but I do have colleagues in the industry that treats alopecia.
So you do referrals?
Yes.
Okay. So when a customer comes to you, what kind of service should they expect from you?
They should expect nothing but the best. So I'm going to give them that experience. I am the attitude adjuster, so you will walk out with your attitude adjusted.
Okay, so let's look at some of Sera's styles and her brand. color, do you specialize in color? Because I saw some amazing colors in those photos.
You know, I don't consider myself as a color specialist. Being that I taught it for almost 10 years, I guess I just know what I'm doing.
Yeah, okay. So when you decided to take on your journey of becoming a stylist, what made you say, I want to be an owner? I don't want to rent a booth. I want to be an owner. What made you take that leap?
Well, in the beginning, that's kind of how it started. Well, when I first started out, I did work in someone else's salon, but because she was a family member, it didn't feel like, it just felt easy. And it was a relaxed atmosphere. And after I opened my own salon in Louisiana and moving here, I decided that I like being in the space by myself and not sharing with other people. So from that point on, a suite or my own spot was the best thing for me.
So it's just you. You don't have like yourself and other people in your salon.
I have a braider. So it's myself and my braider.
Okay. All right.
Who is my daughter, and she is 17. So I'm training her in the industry so that she'll know how it feels to be an entrepreneur.
That's awesome. You got to start them young.
Yes.
Hands-on is better than anything.
Right.
So what would you say as an owner? What are the pros and cons of being an owner of your own shop?
Well, the pros is you're in your own space. You can control the music that's being planned. You can control what goes on inside of your salon, the conversations that are going on inside of your salon, the traffic that's coming in and out of your salon. The cons to being in your own salon is having to buy product. Because usually if you work for a corporation, everything you need is already there. So buying the product and overhead. But I have enjoyed being in my own space.
Okay. Now, are you able to network with wholesalers to get your products at a more reasonable price?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So do you network with other beauticians and owners to change your service up or to offer something new or to find out what is the hottest, latest thing?
Yes, I do. So actually in the salon where I am, it's 6 suites in here. And so there are different lash techs. There's a stylist who specializes in dreadlocks. There's a stylist who only does barber cuts, and one that specializes in wigs and weaves.
So is it kind of where you're located at? Is it kind of like a bar where you go? It's one building, but there are different little offices for each beautician. I forgot what they call, but that's what you're in. Okay.
Yes.
So let's switch over to being a lash tech. So you added this to your brand. Why did you add being a lash tech to your brand?
So I decided to add something different to what I was already doing. So in January of 2019, I actually joined Amazing Lash Studio, and I worked for them until the pandemic hit. And after the pandemic, I never did go back. And like I said, I've been here since February, and I am now teaching. I am now a lash instructor. So I'm teaching others how to become. I'm at a school, so they're getting their license to become lash technicians. So I'm teaching them how to do lashes. So you got to get the work in order to be able to teach the students how to do things.
So when students come to the school, how long is that program and what's required to complete it?
The program is only 3 months. It's 320 hours, and that's full time. So what's required to complete the program is there's a curriculum that's set by the state of Texas. So there is certain things that they have to complete, like theory things and hands-on things before they can actually become licensed. So we do teach them theory, and then they do have hands-on their mannequins, and they can bring in clients also to work on. And we just critique them on working on their time and their speed and their technique.
Okay. Is safety and health involved in that training as well?
Of course, they go through sanitation and all of that.
Okay, we have a question from one of our viewers, and it says, do you do weaves, relaxers, and or natural hair, or do you specialize in certain types of hair?
I specialize in cutting and short hair. I do not do weaves, but I do relaxers and I do natural hair.
Okay. All right. So why did you decide to, okay, I know you told me why you decided to do lashes, but do you like, when you do lashes, did you feel that that was the next thing? Because I see young girls with long eyelashes all the time. Did you feel that was the next important thing for your brand, or did someone suggest it to you?
No, I didn't think that it was the next best thing for my brand. It was just something to add to my brand. Lashes have been around for centuries, for a very long time. It goes back, way back, until like the 1800s. So
Okay.
it's something that's been around for a very long time. Some of us are just slow to picking up on new things, but
Okay.
it's something that's been around for a long time, and I don't think it's going anywhere since it's been around for so long. I think it'll be around. It's just introducing people to different things and showing them the benefits and how it can help them.
Okay. Do you find that the demographics of your clientele for lashes are more of a younger generation, or is it well rounded?
It's well rounded because the younger ones are not going to want anything that looks natural.
Right.
They're going to want those butterfly wings.
That generally pretty long.
And they do have those. So I do the lash extensions is what I do.
Okay.
So there are tabs and there are strips. A lot of the younger people do the strips. So they do make the extensions in the longer length, but that's going to depend on the health of their natural lashes, if they can handle the length of those extensions or not.
Okay. So let's skip over to the most important part of this interview for me. You said you are a Yoni. I had never heard of that till you told me. And I'm so interested in it. How did we get to this part of your brand?
So I decided to become certified to do Yoni steams. So let me tell you a little about Yoni steams. So Yoni steams, they go by a lot of different names: V steams, hip baths, vaginal detox, and this has been practiced in South Korea, Kenya, Mexico, Ghana, Haiti, and South Africa. So it's a practice that has been going on for years and years and years. So with the Yoni steam, it's natural healing. And what it is a vaginal detox. It actually detoxes the vagina. So, and you can actually feel the sweat coming out. So I just decided to, it is something that's becoming hot now.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to go ahead and add it to my brand.
Do you find women actually come in and want that service quite a bit?
Yes.
Okay. So it sounds profitable.
What I can say is I have been dealing with night sweats. And after my first steam, I noticed the sweats were not as bad as they had been.
Okay.
So I can definitely say that it helped.
So would you say that it improves, not cures, but improves menopause for some women?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So what are the healing effects from doing this from women? Is it just, like you said, decreasing some symptoms of menopause, or is it overall healthy, improve the overall health of the woman's body?
So what the benefits of the Yoni steam is, it cleans the uterus of the old residue from our cycles. It cleans the vaginal of viruses and unhealthy diseases, bacteria, postpartum care, elimination of odors. It helps with menopause, eliminate cramps for people who cramp bad when they're on their cycle. It
Mm-hmm.
kind of helps with those crampings. It helps with fibroids. It helps with unexplained infertility. So there are a lot of good benefits to Yoni steam.
Okay. So all of your service, lash techs, styling, and Yoni service, all of that requires an appointment, or do you do drop-ins?
It requires an appointment.
Okay. And so our other question from a viewer is, are the steams done in the same location as your hair salon?
Yes, they are.
And if someone wanted to book a Yoni steam, where can they go to book any of your services?
So they could go to my Facebook page, which is SerJays Salon, and they are able to book an appointment on there, or they can go to the website, www.serjayssalon.com, and they can book an appointment on there. Now, I also can do a Yoni party, and that could be up to 5 ladies, and they could have wine and hors d'oeuvres and just have some girl time.
Okay. So the next question is, I noticed on one of your sites you had some flyers up. Do you work a lot in the community or partner with others to host events? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I do. And I don't know if you remember the conversation you had with Yawante is my nephew.
Mm-hmm.
With the nonprofit organization for the homeless people.
Right.
So he always does events for homeless people. And I'm usually the head hairstylist for the makeovers for the homeless and the haircut for the homeless.
That's awesome. That is so awesome. He is very energetic, and I noticed that he does a lot with the community. I was very impressed with him.
Yeah.
So how do you utilize your supporting networks to not only promote your business, but get your brand out there, and so others will be aware of you and use your service? How do you do that?
So I still believe that word of mouth is the best advertisement. So when I service a client, I will have them to send in 3 people. And for every 3 people that they send in, they could get a percentage off of their service.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Okay. So do you participate in styling shows to keep your skills upgraded, or do you just learn it as you see new things coming out, or do you just learn it just by looking?
So I haven't participated in any styling shows. I don't think I've ever participated in any styling shows. I've been to a couple of hair shows, but actually participating, no. I have worked with a couple of stylists to the stars who I've learned a lot from them.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
awesome.
So if I started a salon business, what advice would you give me, and what steps do I need to take to be a stylist?
The steps you would need to take to be a stylist is you would have to, I would suggest not being a kitchen stylist, actually going to cosmetology school and getting the education. The theory is the most important part of being a hairstylist and being a lash technician. Because with the lashes, anybody can certify you. But if they're not giving you the theory part, then there's a lot you're missing out on. Even with being a hairstylist, a lot of people go and start doing it in their kitchen, but without the theory part and the sanitation part, you're putting yourself in danger and you're putting that client in danger. So I would say first, go to cosmetology school to get your education so that you will know more than just styling hair. You will have the theory part. If you wanted to open a salon, I would say first check out the demographics of the area. You choose who you want your clients to be. So you search out your clients, you get your EIN number, you get the name of your salon, you line your ducks in a row and get them all done so that you can have everything legit and not do things that's not legitimate.
Okay.
So go to school first and then get your EIN, your LLC, work on your name, build your website, search your demographics, the area you want to be in, and search out your building.
Okay. So I know being a business owner, you have to wear many hats, especially when it's just you in the business. How do you balance business and family? to keep your business solid, but also be in a good frame of mind to conduct business every day in a positive way? How do you balance that?
You know, after being off last year because of COVID and getting back into it, it really feels like that I have never done this before. It feels hard now that I've gotten back into it. So it is a challenge because I do work at the Lash school, like I said. So it's maybe the salon in the morning, the Lash school in the evening, or if I'm at the school in the morning, then the salon in the evening. So sometimes I'm getting home at 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, where I've been gone for 11, 12 hours a day. So it's really hard to kind of balance, but I'm learning. I'm not gonna say I know. I'm learning. I'm having to do it all over again. So I'm learning how to get that balance.
It's a whole process.
It's a whole process.
So your business like you were really impacted by COVID because you had to have so much implemented to continue business. How did your business survive COVID?
Well, I had actually just opened in February. So I wasn't, I didn't open to February this year. So I wasn't open last year during COVID. So I wasn't really affected. So it's now trying to, people becoming more comfortable with coming back out and coming back into the salon setting and going back out and doing things. So that's the issue now with trying to build a clientele, is people being comfortable with actually starting to go back out and do things. Okay.
Sera, is there anything else you'd like us to know about your business? Would you like to promote anything? Anything you want to say?
So my motto is changing the concept of beauty one client at a time. And I do consider myself as a professional attitude adjuster. So if you would like for your attitude to be adjusted, come see me. Come see me. So with the Yoni steams, I also make a Yoni wash that I sell. And it's just like a soap. I have a plain Yoni wash and I have one that's infused with herbs. So yeah, they're pretty cool too.
Okay. Well, Sera, thank you so much for joining us. I've truly enjoyed talking to you, and I hope you'll come back on as you have other products and services that you want to share. And if you can recommend other businesses that you know, I'd love to have them on as well.
Okay.
So everyone, that is it for our interview today. And next Sunday at 6 p.m., please join me as we speak with Nikki Clue. She is an interior designer, and we'll learn more about her business. And thanks everyone for joining.